There are many theories in Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire, yet only one lies below the rest. Some fans believe HBO and George R. R. Martin agreed to a secret deal to intentionally delay the Winds of Winter. Is this theory plausible? This is that story.
Mr. Plepler, George R. R. Martin is here for the meeting.
Good, send him in. Plunk that magic twanger, Georgie!
Hiya, kids, hiya, ha 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 ha.
Josie, you be good now.
It's George.
Yes, of course, our author of Game of Thrones.
I was apprehensive about making A Song of Ice and Fire a TV show, but on the whole, it's been a great success.
Ratings are through the roof. How's that their book? You got the book? How's that there coming along?
Oh, good news! I've made vigorous progress on the Winds of Winter and aspire to have it out by the end of the year.
Oh, so soon? Well, guess we should get right to it. We want you to delay the next book until after we finish the show.
What? Why?
See, Benioff and Weiss have adapted the most successful TV show of our time.
They have. Not thrilled with some of the changes, but overall I enjoy...
We have no faith in them.
What?
They clearly suck. Some fans think so. They're going to blow this thing. Ratings will fall off the proverbial cliff. We need you to not release the next book so it doesn't conflict or spoil the show.
But book readers are a minimal subset of the show's audience.
Yes, of course, but if The Winds of Winter comes out, they might say the book is better.
Everyone always proclaims the book is better.
Even the average fan who just wants a good hour of event TV will pick up the books.
Well, I'd hope so, although that seems higher than I'd think. Everyone? But then they'd read the books and watch the show.
No, many will unsubscribe.
You just said they wanted a good hour of TV.
En masse, millions of them unsubscribe from HBO because of your book.
I'm not sure about that. Wouldn't 95% of book fans likely watch the show to see how the visual adaptation decided to take the pages from the screen?
Don't release. Here's $5 million to pad your mighty wallet.
Well, I really just want to write my books. They're my life's work. I don't really need to have this kind of money.
Sure you do. You can invest it in that thing you love so much. Meow bark?
Meow wolf.
Woof woof. Look, Gior, we have a good idea.
George Raymond Richard Martin!
I swear I'll be finished with the turtles this time in just 5 minutes. But it's you.
What on flat out Earth are you two doing?
Flat Earth? Yes!
What? That's not at all what
Francis, who is this lovely creature?
Oh, that's Ann Grohl, my U.S. publisher from Penguin Random House. Speaking of Random Penguin, Ann, I have something for you.
Oh, no, not another one. You don't have to keep on... It's... Are you sure that's a penguin?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Rather emblematic, though.
Well, I love him. No one understands who he truly is.
Benjamin Coldhands.
No.
Plepler, George has a contract. We've been waiting for this new book and we want to publish his books as soon as possible. We have bills to pay. You can't leave us out of this.
Hold on there, Anna. We can cut you in. How about $1 million?
I don't think you understand. We project sales of The Winds of Winter will bring in several hundred million, and we never would have imagined you would block us from adding more books.
I'm sure you'll get those sales later.
But they won't be as high as they would be if the TV show is finished. The casual fans won't care as much anymore, and there's time value of money degradation through not being able to reinvest that free cash flow into other projects, meeting our cost of capital. Did you understand anything I just said?
I think you can probably cover those costs with $2 million, eh?
That's still not...
3.
This is what it would take to just break even, based upon future estimated sales income at reinvestment rates discounted back to the present value. $38 million. million.
This is a business deal. You can't add in math. I don't trust it.
Well, you can trust this. The numbers might not be exact, but they're close enough. The point is that this deal would cost you a lot of money. And I haven't even spoken about George's yet. George's break even as the author is $16 million alone at least.
Oh my god, well, my superiors at Time Warner are gonna kill me, but I feel like a conspiracy in me tingling, and it must go on. Fine. These amounts are fine. Hannah, we can do this. We'll get the papers sent to you right away, and you can sign...
Break even.
As a base plus 10
Plus, you can gussy it up all you want, but we don't even want to do this to fantasy readers at all.
I don't want to have to explain it again. I just want to write my book. I don't really care about... Well, hypothetically, just hypothetically, if we did this, I could finally tell my fans who've been waiting with bated breath that they won't get the Winds of Winter until after the final season of the show has aired. You know, I really love my fans, and the...
Ooh, sorry, can't let you do that.
What?
We can't let people know you've made this deal.
My fans are always asking, where is the Winds of Winter? Where is Winds? And it's only been a couple of years. Think of what it will be like in 6 or 7 years. It's quite frustrating for me, and I prefer that they just know that it's not coming out until the...
You see, we want you to suffer, Rupert. And if we let you tell them, then book readers might get upset.
They won't get upset if they're continually hoping for a Winds during a time I can't release? I tried giving them updates with A Dance with Dragons, but that only frustrated them all the more. That's why I really don't want to do it this way.
Richard, this doesn't work for us either. One of our parent companies is publicly traded and will probably have to disclose this on their 10Ks as it'll represent an inexplicable increase in 10% of our annual profits. And our auditors are going to see this large influx of cash and everyone is going to demand to know where it's coming from.
Say the Penguins found it.
It's international investment law!
Well, you'll just have to commit felonies, I guess. This really is our only option. Who are all these people?
Oh, those are my international publishers. Hi, Jane. Looks like you're gonna have to cut them in on this conspiracy, too.
We'd get the same amount that Anne gets, split among ourselves, and George's doubles as well. You sure you can consider this? This is almost enough to film 2 full seasons.
On the moon.
It was a hoax! Look, we're not savvy business people like yourselves. You'll get it. Just keep your lips sealed. Nothing shall escape our airtight fortress. So $108 million between all of you, and to buy you off will give you an addition... Well, before that, Reuben, one more thing.
Yes?
We also have to ask you to lie about finishing Winds for years until after the show wraps. Keep telling your fans the book is incomplete and it might come out later that year. Tell them it's a massive struggle when really it's done.
I'm not going to do that. If I say it's not finished, it's because it's not finished. If I really just cared this much about the money, I'd just release Winds as a half-rush-baked novel right now. I am a slow writer. Why do you think I wear a turtle on my hat?
Oh, I don't think so. It'll be done in no time. It'll come incredibly easy for you.
I have trouble grappling my head on the mountain before me.
It doesn't have to be perfect. No towering author in the world needs to be less perfect than you.
Towers by the sea, submerged beneath the black and bloody tide.
It was an inside job! Meanwhile, you can secretly work on A Dream of Sprung
Spring.
to release them both at the same time. And then when they ask if this is what you're doing, tell them directly it's not what you're doing.
This is the stupidest carp I've ever heard. Oh, of course, next you're gonna tell me I'm barred from occasionally releasing Winds sample chapters, like this one, or this one, that slam major changes in the show.
Oh, no, you can do that. That's totally fine.
This doesn't make any sense! You're not even the real Plepler! You're nothing like him!
Well, after the abduction, the alien...
Oh, piss off! I'm off to write my book. I know that it's not going to be easy for me, There are going to be problems along the way and unforeseen consequences. But when I'm deep in that barren void and I don't know which way to turn, I'll catch a glint of a snowflake falling, one after the other, coming from all of you guys guiding me towards winter, because you've always been there for me when times were pretty difficult. And that's something that money can never buy, and I'm never gonna forget that. Maybe it will take me until after the show to finish, sure, but I'd be remiss to throw in my towel with whatever this guy was supposed to be. Jesus.
You go get 'em, Tiger. But, sooner? Better than later?
It'll release when it's done. Not a moment sooner, and not a moment later. And in the meantime, there's only one thing you need to know.
It's a long way to winds of winter. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to winds of winter, to the sweetest book I know. Goodbye to Game of Thrones. Farewell, red wine squares. It's a long, long way to winds